Hello everyone, it's me Clayton. I just finished watching the season finale of Andor. So after all these episodes and after all the tiny little events that have created a rebellion within the galaxy, how does Andor end? With a funeral procession and a hell of a riot to end things off. So basically after Andor makes it back to Ferrix, Marva's funeral is about to take place. But as the Empire realizes a bit too late that the funeral procession is also a cover for another act of another act of insurgence, Dedra and the other Empire officers try to stop this act of insurrection as much as possible. But it's like trying to stop a train with bubblegum. The momentum is too strong. The amount of people who are sick of the Empire controlling them all the time is too great. And, as it's said in the episode, the Empire's need to control them is done through so heavily because it's so unnatural. And tyranny needs constant work in order for it to happen. So when Marva makes her big final speech to fight the Empire, even if it does seem hopeless, the people do exactly what you'd think they would. They they take down a ton of Empire people. Dedra even has to be saved by Cyril at one point, and I'm surprised she actually said that she should thank him, considering how cold and closed off she usually is. That's how you do a character like her justice. You actually have her show bits of humanity and show some vulnerability every now and then to show that not only is she not only is she an antagonist that you're supposed to dislike, but there's still some redeemable qualities about her, even if she's on the bad side. On top of that, Andor goes to save Bix, and that's a pretty tense scene. We get to see that Luthen feels like he has to eventually kill Andor because he might be more risk than he's actually good for. You get to see a ton of different storylines all come together for this one event, and it feels exactly how it should for a season finale. Now, season 2 has already been announced, so thankfully the lower viewership numbers won't affect this getting a second season that'll end where the showrunners want it to end. But for the 12 episodes we have, I think it's pretty solid TV. It's a bit of a slow burn, to be sure, and there aren't as many action scenes as some people would have liked, but I think it's got the best overall writing out of the entire series. And in general, I feel that the acting here is also some of the best I've seen in any of the Disney Star Wars shows, particularly from Diego Luna and Stellan Skarsgård. But the rest of the ensemble cast works great too. There were some characters I liked more than others, and some who I felt more interested in than others, but it's far better than a lot of other shows with ensemble casts where there's maybe a few that you happen to like and others that you're just bored to death of. I didn't feel bored to death of any of the characters. And I appreciated that even though I knew that certain characters were going to survive till the end, the body count is actually pretty high on both sides. And it feels like the necessary amount of losses on both sides are taken when it comes to all the big payoffs. And that's exactly where this show really stands out. The setup and payoff. There are several episodes that are just setting up big events like the Aldani heist and the prison breakout, but it all feels like it's paid off pretty well. And in the second season, I hope they keep on doing that, especially since it's supposed to end right where Rogue One is about to start. So Andor isn't a perfect show, but I do think it's the best Star Wars show best live action Star Wars show that Disney has had in a while. That's why I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. See you next time.